and we're hot.
Yeah, we're
Don't say
hot.
anything crazy, man.
Sometimes I want to.
In the heat of the moment?
It's not beneficial for the conversations.
Right.
Because I want this to be a great conversation, especially with everything that you guys got going on right now.
Yeah.
So, Joshua.
Yeah.
Please introduce yourself to the awesome audience here.
What's up, guys? I'm Joshua Ness. I'm a senior manager with Verizon 5G Labs in New York City. And we are here at E3 2019 talking about how developers can start using 5G to build the next generation of mobile games.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm excited about that because I've been to your lab, and it's an amazing lab. And when I was there, the lab in New York City, and while I was there, you guys were building it out. From what I understand, you guys finished that project. So I'm excited to even come back and check it out again, that kind of a thing. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the games.
We got robots rocking around there.
Man, come on.
It's crazy. We got a volumetric capture studio.
Oh, come on, man.
Just a bunch of toys.
I know it's fantastic. So talk to me about what's happening here with the 5G technology. These are the first games
some of the first games.
Some of the first games. So talk to me about that.
So Verizon is obviously bringing 5G to the United States. We have already launched 5G for mobile devices. As of right now, we've launched it in Chicago and Minneapolis.
Right.
We've launched 5G for the home in Sacramento, Los Angeles, Indianapolis, and Houston.
Okay.
And what we are trying to do at our 5G Labs group is to develop the ecosystem of technology that will live on 5G.
Nice.
Now, the question is, what do I mean by that?
Right.
5G is a fundamentally different way of thinking about connectivity, with massively higher bandwidth, extremely low latency, and a bunch of other properties or currencies that make it unique compared to 4G. And so it's going to have implications for the robotics industry, for education technology, for VR and AR storytelling, and also for gaming. Things that were only possible on a console or on a very powerful desktop computer can now be done on a mobile device on the go.
That's awesome.
And so what we do is engage with developers and ecosystems of experts in all of those areas, robotics, VR, AR, and gaming, as well as others, to say, hey, if you had 5G, what would you do with it?
Right.
Because we tell them, we teach them, here's what it can do. We show them, here's the stats, here's what the properties are, and now if you go develop, like what can you do? And that's why we bring them into the lab where we have an active 5G test facility, and we say, go create. And we've done everything from, like I said, robotics in Cambridge, Massachusetts, to first responder technology in Washington, D.C., and now gaming. We've done that in New York City, and we're about to announce here at E3. Going to give you like a spoiler?
Oh, we got a spoiler. Yeah, let me give me a story.
So tomorrow with the NFL, we're announcing a mobile gaming challenge.
That's awesome.
For indie developer companies. We're going to award them the ones who have the best ideas
for a
football-themed mobile game.
Can I guess the number? Yeah, I want to guess the number.
Go for it.
$400,000?
$400,000. $400,000 to develop a mini game using 5G we're going to then debut at Super Bowl events in 2020.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is the first batch of... can you talk about the developers here, just a quick overview of the guys here, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, they're from indie development shops in and around New York City, and we have deep ties with the gaming community there. And we said we asked them to come in. We showed them the 5G connection, and we said, if you were going to build a 5G game in 2 days, what would it look like? And this is what they made. This one right here, Knights on a Rocket, is an intense, graphics-driven true multiplayer game that uses 5G to provide low latency and zero lag gameplay, which on 4G is just not possible given the specs of this game.
Awesome.
And then over here we have an AR interactive game, as well as a game called Island Hopper, and then we have a game called Flock Up, which uses the most insane graphics that I've seen, even on a console. The fractals of the explosions are just something that you'll never find on a mobile-only game.
So your expertise and your wisdom, I'm going to ask for it right now.
Okay.
Is there some resistance against the 5G for the push, or is this lack of knowledge at this point?
I think it's... I wouldn't say resistance, and I think lack of knowledge is approaching what it is. Like, even people in industry, they don't have a solid understanding of what 5G is or what it can bring to them. And I think game developers are no different. They've been focused on their craft, on becoming experts in their craft, in developing games, whether they're desktop or console or mobile. And so when we introduce 5G, it's hey, here are these constraints that you've been operating under. Here's how you've been developing for mobile for the past 9 years since 4G was released in 2010. Mm-hmm. People have been developing for mobile. They've been having to pare down those games, pare down those explosions, pare down that gameplay, in order to offer up gameplay that works with that 4G connection. You're talking like 30, 40 megabytes a second, maybe up to 100 in certain urban areas, but that's really not a whole lot, especially when it comes to high graphic, high intensity gameplay, multiplayer gameplay, AR, VR gameplay.
Yeah.
And so when we show them, hey, here's what 5G can do. It can be more than a gigabyte downlink. You have latency speeds that are below 10 milliseconds. They start to think, and you can see their minds go crazy about all the different things they can start developing for mobile, because developing for mobile means something totally different now.
Right,
it means they can be more productive with their time, they can be more productive with their assets, and they can create experiences that normally were only available on desktop and console, and now make them available for cell phones.
Awesome. Josh, that was amazing. Where can they find you and all the stuff that you're showing at E3 today?
Yeah, no, we'd love to talk to your audience, any developers or even game enthusiasts out there. We do want to talk to you. You can find us at Verizon5glabs.com. From there, you can see the work that we're doing. We're offering up, like you said, cash and resources to build the first 5G mobile game in partnership with the NFL. We also have a built-on 5G challenge that is not gaming specific or technology specific at all. We're just looking for great 5G ideas so that we can offer up these resources in the form of cash and 5G connectivity and engineering expertise, so that we can partner with the best thinkers and innovators and creators out there to build the next phase of technology, so that we can then grow the ecosystem together.
Awesome.
So Verizon5glabs.com. That's all the work that we're doing. We can't wait to talk to you guys.
Thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you.